Okay, girls. So thank you for being here. And today we have been talking about the things that you do during the weekend, or actually the things that you did last weekend. And we have been reviewing the content that was given in class number 48. So that is what we're doing today. This is the workshop for class number 48 based on the YouTube class that we have just had. Okay, these are some of the questions. For example, one of the questions that you answered today is, what did you do last weekend, right? And you see here the auxiliary, the subject, and the verb. The other question was, were you at a party last Saturday? And here you don't have an auxiliary because your verb is were, the verb to be. Next, when you went to the party, this is a time clause. This is not part of the question. This is a time clause. It is like a sentence. So that's why went is in go is in the past. How did you feel? This is the real question. Okay, how did you feel? And what do you have here? You have an auxiliary, you have your subject and the verb to be. And the verb feel. Next, where did you go? Where did you go? So you have did, you have the subject, and you have the verb. So auxiliary, subject, and verb. Did you make lunch last Saturday? You see, did you make? The verb is in the in its base form. Did you do exercise last Sunday? Okay, that is another question. Auxiliary, subject, and verb. Cool. Why did you go to the gym last weekend? Did you go? Did you go? Auxiliary, subject, and verb. Did you visit? Did you visit? Did you visit your parents last weekend? Auxiliary, subject, and the verb in its base form. Did you go? Did you go to a special place last weekend? Very good. Auxiliary, subject, and verb. And then, did you go to a supermarket last weekend? Did you go? Did you go? Auxiliary, subject, and verb. So these are all the questions that you have been asking and answering. So let me read your answers. I will read your answers, okay? It says, last weekend, I went out for dinner with my friends and my husband. I made pizza. I enjoyed it. All right, so here went out. This is your first verb. Then you also have made pizza. That's super cool. And I enjoyed it. All right. I played volleyball with my friend in the afternoon. I prepared rice pudding on Sunday night. So maybe it was with two friends. So I'm going to put friends there. And this is your verb in the past, played. And here, prepared. Very good. Here, another one. It says, I made lunch at home. I prepared Chinese food. I used oranges. Very good. I made, cool. I prepared, cool. I used, very good. Next, I like doing exercise because I want to be healthy. I usually do exercise 4 days a week. Simple past, no problem. I went to the gym because I need to stay healthy. Good. Verb in the past, went, cool. Next, I went to my garden to see the birds and the sunset. I was there with my husband and my friends. Perfect. Went, the verb in the past. And here, another verb in the past. I was there. And here, I will put this, I will delete this. And I bought dresses online because I stayed in my house because of the pandemic. Good. I bought in the past, stayed in the past. That's fantastic. Very good. Now, let's listen to this one. Vanessa visited her brother last weekend. She went to his office, maybe. Yes. She needed to work last weekend, to work with him, maybe, right? With him. Last weekend, she made lunch for her son. She didn't do exercise last weekend because she did exercise from Monday to Saturday. She didn't go to the gym because she did exercise at home. She visited her parents. Her parents live in La Punta. She didn't go to the supermarket because she ordered delivery. Good. Verbs in the past. Visited. Very good. Went. Perfect. Needed. That is fantastic. Next, made. Super good. Next, didn't do. Auxiliary verb in based form. Next, did exercise. Affirmative. But your verb is did, only did. Yes? And then she didn't go. Negative, auxiliary, and the verb. Next, she did exercise. But you can also say exercised. That is enough. Exercise is a verb too. So you have this here, right? Exercised. Then she visited. Very good. Her parents. Her parents live in La Punta. She didn't go. She didn't go to the supermarket. Good. She ordered. Beautiful. Next, Maria watched TV last weekend. She was at a party last Saturday. Maria went to El Olivar. She made ají de gallina for lunch last Saturday. She didn't exercise because she doesn't like to exercise. She visited her parents because she wanted to give them a gift. She went to the supermarket last week because she needed to have special things for that occasion. Beautiful. Watched. Good. Was. Perfect. Went. Awesome. Made. Great. Didn't exercise. Beautiful. Auxiliary verb-based form. Verb visited. Perfect. Wanted. Awesome. Went. Great. Needed. Very good. Needed. 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 Good. Liz went to the gym because she wants to be healthy. Last weekend, she played volleyball with her friends. Or with her friends, yes. She prepared rice pudding on Sunday night. Beautiful. Verb, went. Excellent. Played. Played. Beautiful. Prepared. Wonderful. Last weekend, Kathy went to her garden, maybe. I will change that. Last weekend, Kathy went to her garden to see the sunset. At that moment, she saw her friends. She made pizza with her husband, maybe the next day. She wanted to stay in her house because of the pandemic. She didn't want to go out. So here, maybe I will put next day. Next day, right? She, we have more context now. Went, beautiful. More verbs in the past. Saw, perfect. Next, made, wonderful. Wanted, amazing. She didn't want. Perfect, beautiful. So these are very good examples of verbs in the simple past using irregular verbs like the one that you see right here, and also regular verbs. So remember, girls, when you use regular verbs in the past, they have to be in ed. When you use irregular verbs in the past, you need to change the verbs, especially if you're using affirmative sentences. But if your sentences are in negative, you don't change the verb because you already have the auxiliary. It doesn't matter if the verb is regular or if the verb is irregular. And when you have a question, you need to use an auxiliary subject verb. But if your question has the verb to be, you don't need an auxiliary. So thank you very much for being here today or tonight at the workshop number 48. I really appreciate it. So see you next